We're here to reclaim the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King.
I see so much light in this room. I think the world could be changed.
We need to do our own internal reflection and remind ourselves that change starts with us. MLK Now is a very important gathering of artists, activists, faith leaders from literally all across the country to make sure we reclaim the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Hi, I'm David Oyelowo.
I find myself, not for the first time, in the position of a kind of Jeremiah. It would seem to me that the question before the House is a proposition horribly loaded. Is the American dream at the expense of the American Negro, or the American dream is at the expense of the American Negro? Is the question hideously loaded?
Having spent a lot of time with the words of Dr. King, to see the synergy there in terms of James Baldwin's take on how racism is inherited. The indoctrination into white supremacy is as much of a sin as the subjugation of black people. The notion that we are different and therefore not part of the same fabric is partly why this racism persists.
Leaving aside all the physical facts which one can quote, leaving aside rape or murder, leaving aside the bloody catalog of oppression, which we are in one way too familiar with already, what this does to the subjugated, the most private, the most serious thing this does to the subjugated, is to destroy his sense of reality.
In a family, if you truly believe that the person living with you is your brother, is your sister, you are from the same line, you are building towards the same future, you would not treat them as lesser than people of color in this country who have been here for a long time, whose blood, sweat, and tears is in the fabric of this country. If we are being treated as if we are not part of this family, not part of this country, that's disingenuous.
In the case of an American Negro, born in that glittering republic, it comes as a great shock to discover that the flag to which you have pledged allegiance, along with everybody else, has not pledged allegiance to you.
Has not, in its whole system of reality, evolved any place for you.
When we take things for granted, like the Voting Rights Act, which was acquired during the Selma marches, when we let it be eroded and then we don't vote, we don't protest the fact that voting rights are being compromised, we lose the right to complain. What Dr. King continues to give us as a gift is vigilance. The fact that peaceful protest is an effective tool, keeping our government and our leaders honest through letting them know how we feel. And that movement represents a constant reminder of the fact that we can make our voices known in a peaceful way that is synonymous with what this America says it is.
We are trying to forge a new identity for which we need each other. I'm not an object of missionary charity. I am one of the people who built the country. Until this moment, there is scarcely any hope for the American dream, because the people who are denied participation in it, by their very presence, will wreck it.
And if that happens, it is a grave moment for the West. Thank you.
Crazy vision, it may sound strange, this intuition, but it was true, beyond description, and somehow I knew that it was real, that there is one sky above, and there is one source of love. And if I've got one